Good morning, everybody. Could be actually not morning with some of our participants. We've seen there's a very large interest in this online seminar, and not necessarily just in our time zones, but possibly in other areas globally who are joining us today. My name is David Yokin, and I am a senior music lecturer in performing arts at the Arts Academy, Turku University of Applied Sciences here in Finland. It is a pleasure to welcome so many of you to this first public event of the public project called Professional Media Presence, co-funded by the European Union's Creative Europe program. I just want to mention a few practicalities. As we may have over 150 registered participants for this Zoom event, we request that you turn off your microphone during this session. For the question and answer portion at the end of each session, please write your comments and questions in the chat box. We will try to get to as many of these as time permits. The Professional Media Presence Project, PMP, for which I am the Chief Content Officer, focuses on co-creating and offering tools and opportunities for European artists to claim their digital professional space by learning and exploring together. The project invites artists from various backgrounds to seminars, workshops, and residencies to listen and share their experiences and ideas, and to learn from not only experts, from each other. We want to attract and engage artists that might find fewer opportunities to collaborate or work. They might face extra challenges due, for example, social prejudice, limited financial resources, bodily or sensory restrictions, or other impactful life situations. We, the Arts Academy, Turku University of Applied Sciences, coordinate the PMP project, working together with a cohort of partners who represent a wide range of activities, from community-based youth engagement organizations to professional arts institutions focused on innovative practices who support emerging and establishing artists, to here in Finland with our colleagues at the Lapland University of Applied Sciences, who, like our own institution, work diligently in a dedicated manner to co-create pathways supporting our students and our graduates in real-life work environments. The PMP partners are also part of a wide EU north-south geographic sweep, which includes Turku and Lapland Universities of Applied Sciences in Finland, Youth for Equality in Slovakia, Cultural Hub in Croatia, Esperanzada in Spain, Parapizze Urbane in Italy, and Prisons in Malta. The PMP partners have already gathered 7 groups of national artists who, over the life of the project, will explore these 5 themes. They are media and art, online media and digital storytelling, social media and media relationships, which include the very timely context of misinformation and disinformation in the context of readership, future media, and finally, media and professional identity. The PMP project supports artists navigating through the deluge of information in the digital domain. Today, we are presenting the media and art theme in the context of this online seminar. In just 4 weeks, our Arts Academy will be hosting for 1 week 26 national artist team members from the PMP's 7 partners, where we will all focus on this media and art theme. This is a gathering in which we will have a number of think tanks, which are dialogue sessions on certain topics, including, yes, a media and art online seminar reflection think tank. This is where the participating artists can share, give commentary and feedback regarding the reflections on today's seminar. There are other activities planned for the week with several invited guest researchers and artists who will share their own thought-provoking experiences with our PMP artists. They come from many different areas of the arts and will focus on artificial intelligence, AI's impact on media, new media arts, being a Ukrainian artist in safe refugee status in Finland, as well as a Sami rights activist. One of the outcomes or footprint left by the PMP project is a digital toolkit in English and translated into the partners' own languages called Professional Media Practices for Artists, created by the PMP artists themselves. This is a collection of best practices, methods, and practical examples. It will be a guidebook to discover the most efficient professional digital methods and taking ownership of one's own digital space. During this week in Turku, there will be time for the artists in a peer-to-peer manner to begin to contribute ideas and materials to the Media and Art first chapter of this digital toolkit. I'm going to go off script for a moment because I want to make a statement about environmental issues. We are very diligent in reducing our carbon footprint in this project. We know, for example, today's webinar will leave a carbon footprint. But we have reduced a huge amount of any concept of travel. And for example, our steering group meets online, our meetings are held online. And in general, we are very aware of a project like this in not leaving a carbon emissions and reducing as much as we can. Now I just would like to express a few of my own thoughts about the 7 partners PMP National Artist team members. There are doctoral research in the arts professionals from small villages searching for ways to use digital media tools to support their community-based arts activities, emerging artists living in an EU country away from their birthplace interested in the impact of AI on their own creative capacity, young artists in their own collaborative collective who, despite struggling with the lack of any real financial support for their creative efforts, are so eager to meet their international colleagues in the PMP network. So that actually is another focus. PMP is an online hub where the diverse artists can meet each other for potential future collaborations. But now on to today's PMP Media and Art online seminar. And thinking about the overall focus of our first PMP public seminar, instead of approaching well-known social media influencers here in Finland, which was one of the considerations, my colleagues and I thought about the graduates over the year from our Arts Academy who've built that pathway to their own artistic disciplines and have created careers in visual performance art, dance, music, and film, as the PMP project is about authenticity and transparent media relationships with the people involved. This will not be a day of PowerPoint presentations, but you will experience a dialogue between these Turku Arts Academy alumni and the Turku Arts Academy's staff members, who are also recognized in their own right regarding their professional creative profiles. These conversations will weave in and out and sometimes present very personal perspectives about the topics which they will speak. And the topics are basics of different media forms, the brief history and current state in relation to art and history, how art is represented in media, how do artists use media and what possibilities are there, how do we artists need to adapt changes in media platforms and why should we? And finally, practicing artists working in media, challenges and successes. The biographies of all the presenters are on the PMP online seminar website, which I've placed in the chat, and I will do so again. So I will simply ask our presenters to introduce themselves.